Hello! In order to get the new Sun Daughter hatchling, you're going to have to collect a bunch of items before you go off and get it. Basically what you're going to need these 6 potions right here. There's a major arcane, fire, frost, holy, nature, and shadow protection potions. So you're going to need 10 pygmy oils. These are really cheap off the auction house and easy to get. You're going to need 20 Noggenfogger elixirs. You buy these from a vendor in Gadgetzon. You're going to need a Scott's Lucky Coin. This drops off a mob in Town Long Steps. Scotty has a 5 to 8 minute respawn time. So hopefully, if you are lucky, there won't be the opposite faction there to murder you while you're trying to make a guide video on how to get this pet. You're going to need this Dire Brew, which is over in Blackrock Depths. You're going to need some ethereal oil. This can be crafted by alchemists, or you can purchase them off the auction house for very cheap. Even right now when all the prices are spiking up because the materials required are really cheap. You're also going to need a Gordok Ogre suit, which we're going to go get in Dire Maul. I'll show you how to get that. Now listen, this is really important. The Scroll of Intellect has to be level 1. There are multiple levels. If you get any other level, it's not going to work. You need level 1. So make sure it says Scroll of Intellect and there's like a 1 right there, or an I. Level 1. And you're also going to need a Winterfall Firewater. This drops off a mob over in Winter Spring. You're going to need a Perky Pug. This pug right here is acquired through an achievement, through looking for group. If you don't already have this, I'm sorry. I highly doubt anybody watching this video doesn't have this pug already. You're also going to need a little princess costume for your Perky Pug. This thing can be purchased with a single pet charm, which is really easy to get. Now, if you want to farm all the materials by yourself without having to shell out 50 grand on the auction house, you're going to need to farm all these primals right here. You need 1 primal mana, a fire, water, shadow, and 2 primal lives. Don't forget, you need 2 of these. You're also going to need 18 mana thistles, and you're going to need 30 crystal vials. And you use all these mats right here to craft these 6 potions, which are these 6 potions up here. I'm going to show you where and how to get all 6 of these recipes right here. I will, however, let you know that this will take up a lot of time trying to acquire these recipes, both because of rarity and because of competition from other people right now trying to get these fucking things. So after you acquired everything, you can go to the cave. But before we begin that, we have to go farming for all these items. Oh boy, let's get to work. The first recipe can be found in the Grand next to this giant white crystal called the Oshu Gun. Around the giant white crystal are tiny smaller crystals, and around those tiny smaller crystals are some Arcanists. You want to kill those guys. Those guys drop the recipe that you want. If you kill the other guys, they have a higher chance of spawning, so I would recommend it. The next recipe after that is the fire one inside of Netherstorm. Inside of this dungeon right here is Nethermancer Sapethria. Killer, get the recipe. I was unlucky, I didn't get it. The one after that is the frost recipe, located here in Terokkar Forest in Auchindoun. You want to take the northern portal here, the northern dungeon. I, however, was unlucky and I didn't get the recipe. Next one after that is going to be the holy one. You want to kill these giant infernals to get it. Hopefully, if you don't get ganked, because if you do get ganked, in order to get back to your body, you have to somehow make it over this giant cliff. It's ridiculous. I had to take res sickness at least 20 times, but eventually, with the help of some people, I was able to get it. The next one is going to be the nature one here in Zangza Marsh. You go into the Cenarian Refuge. You have to be exalted with these guys in order to get this recipe and buy it, so hopefully you have a friend who already has one. Next place you want to go is over here in Shadowmoon Valley. And you're going to be killing these Shadow Council Warlocks. The drop rate seems pretty high. I got it pretty fast. Just go ahead and keep killing them until you get it. Next item you want to acquire is a Noggenfogger elixir. You're going to go to Gadgetzon inside of Tanaris. If you take the Caverns of Time portal in Dalaran, it's the fastest way to get there. So you're going to head over here to Gadgetzon, talk to this young, beautiful looking lady right here, and go ahead and buy up about 20 of them. The next item you need to get is Scotty's Coin. he spawns right here. He's the one that has a 5 to 10 minute spawn timer. If you're a hunter, you can just throw a trap on the ground and go ahead and take that loot all for yourself. The next place you want to be going is down here to Black Rock Depths. Here's how you get there. Just take this long tunnel cave all the way to the end. Head up inside this portal. Just follow my path all the way down to the end. We're going to go get this Dire Brew. Don't forget to click this right here. If you don't click this, the door's not going to open. So just keep running. Follow the path. Keep running down here. Keep running over here. Up over here. And in the back, behind this table, you're going to see a dwarf brewing up some brew. There he is, Dark Iron Brewer. You gotta talk to him. You're gonna keep talking to him over and over and over and over and over. And just when you think you're done, you're not actually done. So don't forget to keep on clicking. Eventually it'll be done. And when it is finally done, beneath your feet will spawn the brew. There it is. He's gonna go ahead and take a nap while you take his drink. Mmm, yummy. Alright, so next place you want to go over is to Feralis. And we're gonna go over here to Dire Maw. We're gonna take the northernmost portal in order to get into northern Dire Maw. Take a left, head down this way, walk up the ramp, turn right, turn left up the ramp, go through the gazebo, down the stairs, click the door, down this ramp down here, keep going all the way down. You're gonna see a goblin over there to the right. Don't worry about him yet. We're gonna come back and talk to him in just in a second. You're gonna swing around here, do U-turn, do another U-turn, go back up the steps. And look, there it is, Ogre Tannin Basket. Click that, loot the item, and there you go. You're gonna give this item to the goblin. Go ahead and take my copyrighted shortcut, jump right down here, talk to him, turn it in, get the item, good to go. For the Winterfall Firewater, you're gonna head over here to Winter Spring. You're gonna head down to this area right about down here. So you're going to be looking for the High Chief, so once you find him, just go ahead and kill him and take the firewater. Done. And of course, for your Perky Pug, you're going to need a Perky Pug hat. Yeah, you can buy it from this lady here in your garrison for a single pet charm. It's really easy to get. I didn't show myself acquiring the pygmy oil or the ethereal oil because they're both so cheap on the auction house. They're only about 5 gold each, so if you want to go ahead and farm the mats and craft them yourself using alchemy, please go ahead. Alright, so we have all of our items. We found the cave. Here's a bunch of rules you need to follow so that you don't get teleported out of the cave. Do not touch the walls. Do not use stealth. Stay on the path. Do not jump up or down the cliffs. And do not have any potions or food buffs on you because they're going to counteract the buffs that you're going to put onto yourself. Okay, so once you go into the cave, you're going to see the first barrier here. It's going to be red like fire, so go ahead and pop your fire potion. You're going to have to wait for a minute, but you can go ahead and pass through the first barrier. The second barrier requires you to use the rest of your potions. So you're going to have a total of 6 potion buffs on you before you can go through the second barrier. Once you're through the second barrier, go ahead and pop your Noggin Fogger over and over until you turn into a skeleton. Then you can walk past the gargoyle, head off to the right over to the vines. You're going to use your Scotty's coin. That's going to allow you to walk through the vines. Then you're going to go down and pick up a stone inside the water. You're going to use it right there. Then you're going to go back through the vines that you just came from. You're going to head over here to the water barrier. Then you're going to pop your Dire Brew so that you can pass the Stone Watcher. After you made it past the Stone Watcher, you're going to go up the ramp to the right. You're going to use your ethereal oil to get through this light purple barrier. Once you are through, you're going to use your Ogre Suit and your Firewater, both of them, and then you're going to be able to click the stone to get a buff. After you get your buff, you're going to turn around, go back over to the metal gate. You're going to use your pygmy oil until you turn into a pygmy, which is like a tiny gnome. And then you're going to head through. Once you're in, you're going to want to pull out your Perky Pug and then put the hat on it. You're going to talk to the cube. You're going to select place arm beneath cube. Then you're going to turn around. You're going to walk back down the ramp to where you see a yellow bug on the wall. Remember, don't jump down. So once you walk past the bug, you're going to see a bunch of water over there. Before you go into the water, you want to cancel right? You're going to right click your buff, the fire water buff, right click and cancel the fire water buff. And then you're going to use your intellect scroll. This is going to allow you to walk into the water, go over to the egg, pick it up, and bingo bango bongo, you got your pet.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you have seen here, please like and subscribe and comment.